How do? Right, tonight's the night. I'm going to do the quench and heat treat. So that's in slowly heating up at the minute because it's been normalising and cooling down. I spent bloody ages making sure this was dead straight, and I don't know if you can make it out, but it's now a letter S. Damn it. So I'm going to get this done. Then I'll come back to this. I'll get it up to a decent temperature, give it a little tweak, straighten it up, finally take the plunge, and then hopefully it'll not go too wonky. We'll see how it goes. So I might just do one the night and then one another night, because like I say, I want to make sure I'm awake and paying attention. You know, I actually have a real job in the real world. I don't just live in my garage. So I'll wait for this to get up to temperature, and then we'll dunk it in the gloop. Now just after I put that oil in, I decided for Christmas I was going to treat myself to some posh quenching oil. So eventually I'll have to take that out. Saying that, I could always actually have a nice quenching tank and a dirty quenching tank for stuff. I don't know. I'll see how I go. Right, I'm going to sit, I'll stand, watch this get up to temperature. I'm going to have to sort of, well, stick it in and out the heat so I get it equal heat all up and down the blade, and then have a go. I'll have to find a place to put the phone as well, because I've still got the microphone and the holder thing in a safe place somewhere. So I'll figure something out in a bit. Right, can't remember if I showed you this in action or not, but while that's getting up to temperature, here's me power hammer up and running, and there's me not so power hammer. So it just runs off that motor, which when you push the lever it's on that, and well, yeah, it goes up and down. It's not that complicated. So hopefully, well, they might fall off the top because they're just sitting on, but here we go. And bloody hell. Yeah, that's going to make it popular with the neighbours, but like, well, one or two of them are dicks, so it's not a problem. Yeah, it works. That was just the weight it needed just to hold the front down, because the guy I bought it from actually had it bolted to his floor, and I couldn't be arsed to do that. So, but I had to cut it up to fit it in the Land Rover and bring it home. Nearly bloody killed us bringing it in. So what I did was just sort of welded it all back together, gave it a pretty paint job. So yeah, now it's ready to go finally. So I'll probably be smashing my fingers to bits now using this soon. So right, let's check on the heat. Right, hopefully you can hear. Every time I heat up one end, the other end cools down. So I'm just trying to stick each end in and see if it'll take enough heat to balance out, and then it's going to get plunged in. So I'm going to keep sticking the end in and just, well, go for it when I'm ready. I hope this is exciting enough for you. Seeing a brick get heated up. That's about as even as I'm going to get. So, let's go for it. Fire! Right, hopefully I'll not set myself on fire here, so if that's done, let's get this in here. Right, if you can see, if I move that around, what I've done, so there's a quench, supposedly you get a few seconds grace to actually get your final straightening before all your little crystals will crystallise and stuff. Yeah, I forget what it's all called again. Moving from some crystally things to some other crystally things. You can see I paid attention with how all your quenching and heat treatment works. So give that a bit. Actually, I think I'll go and open the garage door a little bit, so minimise the risk of hold on, of me ending up with lung cancer. So hold on a bit. Right, 2 minutes and that air's a little bit clearer. Right then, moment of truth. I'll just stand in all that hot oil. Not set fire to me back. And is it straight? Whoa, that's well, you cannot tell from this angle, but that is about 99% straight. There's well, I'll show you, but that's canny straight. There's the tiniest little bit out in the middle, but I reckon I can get that out in the grind. So I think time for a victory hump. So I'll try and not set fire to my sleeve while I'm on. Hey, that looks pretty gangster, that. Right, how hot is it? Right, let's see if I can take the skin off my hand. Oh, actually, that's not bad. It's a bit Yeah. That's a bit like seeing a sign that says wet paint, isn't it? You tit. Never mind, never mind. Oh, right. Quite chuffed with that. That actually looks like I've made something deliberately. Right, I'll put that somewhere. In fact, I'll just shove it back there. Now, I'm not one to let me overconfidence be me undoing, but I'm fancying a crack at doing the langseax as well. So hold on, I'll shove you back. Oh, anus. Yeah, I'll have to get that little holder thing found. Oh, you're pain in the bollocks, man. Hold on. Right. There you are. A little bit better. So, where is it? Right, where's that way? Don't know if you can make it out, but it's got a little bit bendy. So what I'll do is I'll get it up to temperature actually. Don't know if you can see it more for that side, but it's a little bit more bendy again. So what I think I'll do, I'll get it up to temperature, straighten it again, you know, let it get a nice tan, see what it looks like, and then go for it. Yeah, they do like it up them, do they, Mr. Penryn? Right, let's go for it. In fact, if I do it that way, I can lift up my little back entrance. How do I do that again? Pull that through the hole. Right, dirty tongs. So, turn the gas up, get it straightened, and then we'll see what it looks like. So, I'll just let it warm up. I'll not give it gas mark 9 just yet, I'll just let it warm up a bit more gradually, you know, just to be kinder to it. I'll probably set up in a different angle in a minute. Well, I think I can quite clearly say that this axe is as dirty as your mama. Yes, yours. Yeah, that's looking alright. I'll see if I can make the langseax a bit less bent, and then I'll take that down to the metal. Then let's see if we can make it straw coloured. Nice. Right, let's get this out and see if we can give it a gentle little straighten. Actually, now it's been in some heat, it started straight by itself. That's a thing if you use leaf spring, wants to go back into its leafy shape. Damn it. No, sport heat. Oh, yeah, I dropped a little small. Yeah, I can't actually reach that far. So, let's start there. On it, once again. Go through that hole at the back without that warping any more than it needs to. I don't know if you heard any of that. Right, save me battery time and save your boredom. I'll pause. Right, I did a few extra little bits of fine tuning here and there, and I think it's mostly as straight as it's going to get. I might do one more little test tweak just to be extra sure and then probably spoil it. I'm going to get the temperature up, just see if I can get the whole blade, see what it looks like. If it's straight, it's going in. Right. Just set fire to my fingers. Amateur. Let's go for it. If you stick your hand in some flame and you've got a hole, it hurts. See if there's any new gloves in the January sale. bad. Right, that's not bad. Standing in the way, so I'll stick it on pause for a minute. I'll see if I get an even temperature. If I'm happy with it, I'll stick it back on record, and then I'll fill myself, set the fire to myself. Right, it's starting to get a bit more of a uniform heat, so but I've still got the problem, same as before, is that my length is too long to fit in the wall, so I'm going to sort of generally do a forwards and backwards motion just to see if I can spread the heat along the length. Everything? Probably not. I've got to stand in the way of the action so I can actually get a more even heat. And when I think it's right, I'll come back around this side, plonk it in, and then set fire to the end. You can see, but with this one being longer, it is actually harder to try and get an even temperature. So I think if we do a little bit more of the quicker in and out, we'll see what that does. I'll see if I can get that without bricks falling off. Right, just one more evening out, and then some in and out, and then in. I know what I mean. Get ready, and then it just be tongs to do it. It cools off. What that looks like. No, let's get it in first. Right, that wasn't the greatest. I'm not as confident as the last one. Right, I'll give that a minute or so, or a bit longer. I think I'll take some of the oil off the axe, see what it looks like, and then see if we can do a heat treatment. Well, actually I'll come back, we'll have a look at that and see if it's not a boomerang, and then we'll see if we can get a heat treatment done. Right, if I come around this side, then you can actually see a bit better in the light. So, we've got shiny edge, and we are going to, which way is the camera? That way. Do a hardness test. So, let's start off with 50. Oh yes, skates. Here's the biggie, 55. Skates. Here is 60. Yeah, that's just starting to dig in, which, I don't know if you can see that there's just the lightest of scratches. So, while it probably wasn't the best quench in the world, so that's probably about 59-ish. I think that just needs bringing back just a little bit, so it's going to be a very light straw temper, hopefully, but there's so much of it. I don't know if I'll do that tonight. I'll see how we go. Best not push me, look, because again, I want to do it when I'm awake. I think I'll probably get oxy propane out and just go up and down and see what that looks like, and preferably I'd like to do it during the day as well. So right, well, overall that's a fairly uniform hard up and down. In fact, I don't think I did it all the way up and down, so let's say 55. So aye, it's mostly there. It's not the most perfect one, but you know, first one this size. So I'll shove this out of the way for a bit, and then we'll see if I've made a banana or not. Hold on. Right, getting it out. So I don't know yet. So whatever I say, it'll be me genuine response. Ah, yeah, that's what you get for leaving your tongs in front of the forge to burn the oil off. There's the slightest of kinks there. Right, let's have a look at the dangerous end. Side, whatever. And that is, well, you really cannot see. Ah, that's still hot. That is, yeah, I'll bet you'll just get dirty fingers. Oh, what a shit cameraman. Well, you know, it's not quite as flat as, you know, like flat earth theorists, because they're stupid, but for a first attempt at a blade that size, there's a quarter of a millimetre, if that. There's a little tiny little warp there, but shit. But I think that'll comfortably come out in the grind. So right, let's give it a wipe down and then do a hardness test. Right, that's had a wipe down and a cool off. So there you go, nice matte black vibe. So it is Now I can actually, there's the very, very slightest warp on it, but I think because I've left it a bit thicker on the end because I was going to sort of just grind that off anyway, and I reckon if I just grind a little bit more that side than that side, then I think that'll come up all right. Yeah. Right. Let's see what this is like. So, where's 50? And oh, hold on a minute, you div. I'm just scratching the oil off. You bell end. Right, I'll stick you on pause again for a minute. I'll shine it up a bit, and then we'll try that again when I actually switch my brain on. Right, let's try that again. So, a little bit shinier now. Right then, something I'm not happy at, while I was just doing the straighten, I don't know if you can make it out, I managed to put a few little dings in there. There, hopefully that'll come out in the grind. So, right, 50 Rockwell. Skatey, skatey. Hopefully that's still just a bit of layer of dirt. Right, 55, I'll leave that bit till last. Very slightly dig it in. It's just starting to make a few little light scratches. So, steady. Barely. So there's 55. So 60. Yeah, it's still not really digging in, and it's fairly uniform all the way down. Again, I'm reckoning that's probably about 58, 59-ish. So again, I think when I'm fully awake, I'll do the temper. I'll use the propane, which gives us a bit more control, because I tried to do it in there once and I made a complete arse of it. I can't remember what it was I was doing now, but I just wasn't very happy with it. But overall, for the little diddly forge I've got being half the size it needs to be, so now I've got the justification to buy a bigger one. This is coming out round about, well, actually this the most superficial of scratches, so it's definitely not 60, but I would say 58, 59. There, bring it back a little bit when I do the temper, then I'll stick a handle on, and then I'll hit something with it, and then probably the micro fractures that are in there that I haven't seen, I'll actually come back to haunt us, and then but here's hoping it'll actually not break. So I'm considering that a successful evening. So time to celebrate with some iron brew and a bath. Right, see you in the next bit. Of course, I don't actually need oxypropane because I forgot I had this, and this is something I can take in a very gradual heat treatment. So, but I'm not going to push me luck. I'm going to have me tea, de-ming myself, and get a wash, watch a bit of telly, and definitely do this when I'm awake. So, see you in a bit. I do. Right, I've done the tempering, and there's a very slightly blue bit there, but other than that, that isn't bad. I did arse up the temper on that a bit. There's a few blue bits, but I've had the hardness files on. You can see there's some very light scratches on with the 55 Rockwell file. So I think, and it's still fairly uniform even across the straw bits, so I think that's probably around about 54-ish. Yeah, I arsed it up a bit, but it's certainly hard enough to take an edge, keep an edge, and you wouldn't want it in your thigh. So I'm going to stick an edge on and see if I can chop something. So, right, let's go for it. Right, I haven't quite finished sharpening, but it's starting to look apart a bit more. So, let's get a little rag, and so it cuts. But it's not perfect just yet, as you can see, but it's getting there. I think maybe it's another, ow, actually it's still canny sharp. I don't know, maybe it's another half an hour on there. This one's getting better, but still needs, yeah, that's still a safety edge. You wouldn't want it in your thigh, but actually that's not too bad. Do it. See what that's like. Actually, that cuts better than the axe. So, that's a bad. Right, I'll keep going. I'd like to get the handle on the axe before I pack in, but I'll see how we go. But getting there. Right then, progress. I didn't film it just because I couldn't really be arsed, but one handle on one axe. That wants a little tweak to it on there, and then I'm going to look for the bits to make the handle. But overall, hold on, let's stand it up against my log, get some light on. For a first attempt at an axe of that size, that design, that's not bad. There's a couple of little flat spots which I'll just sharpen out on the stones. I don't know if you can actually, there you are, a few little bits. That'll not take long. I want to stick an extra little bit just in there, just because I made the socket a little bit bigger than the handle, and it's about a degree or two off from the handle now for some reason. But I've decided, seeing as it's Christmas, I'll forgive myself. So I'll get that finished, just the last few little tweaks, and then I'll christen it. But aye, quite pleased so far. Right, tea time. Hello. So, windy Christmas Eve. We now have one complete axe. Let's get that bit of fluffy, whatever it is, out of the way. It's 99.9% alright. There's still a tiny little flat bit there, but after all that hand polishing with stones, my hands are dead. But overall, that's alright, like. So, and then if we move up to the langseax, that looks canny. That's actually from polishing and sharpening. It's not actually a ham-on, but it does look like a ham-on, which I'm quite pleased with. So you've actually got quenching colours, tempering colours, and sharpening, polishing colours, stroke, shine. So yeah, that looks alright. So I've got a piece of antler and some, I was going to use some cherry, but that's buried under a ton of other wood. But I have got a bit of oak, so I'm going to have oak either end, antler in the middle. If I can still use my hands. Right, let's crack on. Right, so one piece of antler, and I'm going to sacrifice a bit of me mallet. So if you can zoom in and focus on me crack, that's not so grand. So I can still sacrifice. If I take maybe that much off, it's still a perfectly functional mallet. I see some people leave that bit on, but as far as I'm aware, there's no evidence for it that I can think of. I've never seen it in any history or Viking books or out like that. So that's coming off about there. I'll use that for something else. I'll take a bit more of the gnarly bit off, and then we'll get some designs on, probably a few lines and ring and dot, because that's about the limit of me freehand carving talent. So right, cut that, cut a bit of that, and then start sticking it on that. Right, let's go. Right then, so there's me mallet, down to probably more sensible sized mallet. I've got that ready to go. I think I'll probably just use that bit, so I'll just cut that down again. It will cut down with the trusty Silky Big Boy, which is probably the gayest name you could think of for a saw, and me nice pretty Hille, as they would say in Norway. Hold on. Both of those came from my mate Chris, who is a drummer and a music teacher. But don't feel bad, because not only is he a drummer, he can also play proper musical instruments as well. So we'll have a look in the comments to see what swear word he uses for that. Right, let's keep sawing. Chris. Right, more progress. So I've got my antler cut more or less right. I've decided that that bit's a load of rubbish. This is all just sitting on loose for now. I don't like that gap, so I'm going to do another bit which is going to be sort of, well, fitty in better, and then sort of round it off from there, and then sort of taper it down slightly, so it's going to work a little bit like a sort of wooden sort of sub-hilt thing that sort of just tapers in and joins that up. Okay, I know what I mean. So, and seeing as, you know, something I'll add on, for I've just been taking the piss out of me mate, it is important to remember that while he plays the drums and proper instruments, I can't play any instruments at all, so not even the air guitar. But saying that, our drums actually classed as a proper instrument, because it's not like you can have a tune, a beat, but tune, don't know. I'll probably be getting sworn at now, but hey, life's an adventure. Right, nearing completion now. So here's the front bit with a bit of a sort of sub-hilt sort of thing. That was much more of a pain in the arse than I was expecting, but it came out alright. So there's my main handle bit. Then what I'm going to do is get a couple of pins and then fix on the end, and then once that's all bonded into place, I'll stick a bit of linseed oil just to bring out the grain a bit. Then that's it. Aye, that's looking alright. Tired now, so I'm going to knock off before I make any mistakes. I think I'll have my tea, put my feet up, watch a crap film, and do bottle for the rest of the night. Right, smashing. Pleased with that. To do final check in on this one. So I have one complete Viking shipwrights axe and one complete langseax with well, antler middle oak ends which came off my mallet, and some kind of steel which I don't know what it was. Made a few mistakes here and there, but overall, like, I'm quite pleased with them all. So I'll eventually do some recording with them in action, but not today. So now these are done, it's well, time to get stuck back into the stove and my next project as well, which will be run alongside the stove. So yeah, not bad going. Right, knock off time, I think. I'll just stand here and admire my tool a bit longer. Right, I'll do.